Book 1, Magic Esperanza, Chapter 1. The encounter of the sky was the color of something between nostalgia and promise, a soft violet washing through the clouds, with wind whispering secrets only trees seemed to understand. Atop a small hill stood a girl. Alone. Her name was Esperanza, 14 years old, but her eyes told stories of a soul that had lived much more. Her light brown hair, long and wavy, moved like her thoughts, slowly, aimlessly. She wore an oversized jacket that once belonged to her mother, and a blue scarf she clenched whenever the world felt too heavy. She walked with slouched shoulders, dragging her feet along a dirt path. The emptiness inside wasn't just sadness, it had weight and no name. Why does everything hurt when I don't even know why I'm hurting? She thought, silently. And then, something happened. A glimmer. Not loud, not bright, just a shimmer among the bushes, as if the air itself breathed differently. From it, a small white dog emerged, glowing, ethereal, one eye sky blue, the other warm honey gold. She moved as if floating, and with every step, the world softened. "Hello? Where did you come from?" Esperanza asked, not expecting an answer. But an answer came, not aloud, but within her mind. "It doesn't matter where I come from. I came for you." Their connection ignited a calm, glowing spark. When Esperanza touched the magical fur, she finally felt understood without having to explain. "Then I'll be the one to hold you without breaking you, until you can fly." That was the beginning. That dog's name, as she would later learn, was LIORA, and that day wasn't ordinary. It was the beginning of magic. Chapter 2. The first night, Esperanza brought LIORA home. The house was worn and creaky, like it had feelings too, but LIORA entered calmly, as if even the house remembered her. They didn't watch TV, just silence and tea. LIORA curled at her feet. "No one talks to me at school," Esperanza whispered. "I feel like a mistake." "You are not a mistake. You are a forgotten note of a beautiful song. You just need to find the melody." LIORA answered in her mind. That night, lights floated above Esperanza's ceiling, like stars lost in her room. "That's your heart. It's activating the portal," said LIORA. "Where does it lead?" "To where you can rewrite your story. Where pain heals. Where memory stops hurting." And with that, Esperanza closed her eyes, not to forget, but to dream. Chapter 3. The little box of light. LIORA revealed a hidden box inside her collar. Light, warm, glowing. Inside it was a memory Esperanza had never lived but always longed for. A loving mother, a joyful kitchen, warmth she never knew. That moment exists somewhere else. A memory of what you deserved. LIORA explained. Esperanza cried, but the tears were sweet. That day, she didn't feel broken. She felt under construction. Chapter 4. The portal of light in a forest that seemed to breathe. They found it, a ring of floating stones. And the glowing portal. "You'll return," said LIORA, "but not the same." Before stepping in, Esperanza had to let go, not forget, but release the weight of silence, abandonment, and pain. She did, and the light welcomed her. Chapter 5. Between shadows and light inside the portal. Light like liquid. Floating memories. Old versions of herself, including a small, smiling girl who hadn't yet known shame. "That's you before guilt," LIORA said. Esperanza was being shown what she could become, not through power, but through feeling without breaking. She reached a door drawn with a star heart symbol. "Touch it, and accept what follows," LIORA said. She did, and the portal opened. Chapter 6. The voice of Aurora. They arrived in Aurora, a dimension where emotion shapes reality. Trees sang. The sky pulsed like a heartbeat. Aurora, the voice of the dimension, greeted her. "Hear what you deny takes form." She had to cross 7 circles, each revealing a truth. Chapter 7. The garden of voices. In this living garden, she heard her own voice ask, "Why did you think you were invisible?" And she met her future self, a strong, calm woman full of light. "That's you. When you believe," said LIORA. Chapter 8. The circle of the wound. A shadow of her broken self appeared. "Why did you abandon me?" it asked. Because I was afraid of being weak, Esperanza confessed. She embraced her pain, literally, and her broken self became whole. Chapter 9. The return. As Aurora faded, Esperanza awoke. Same room, same dog, but she had changed. Not healed, not perfect, but whole. "Thank you, LIORA," she whispered. "This is not the end," LIORA replied. "It's the beginning of your real story." Book 2. Esperanza and LIORA. Chapter 1. The silent call. 4 years later. Esperanza is now 18, a writer, but incomplete. Until LIORA returns, eyes now white and black. "Someone opened a forbidden door," LIORA said. "Only you can close it, because you crossed the 7 circles. You're ready." The war for Aurora had begun. Chapter 2. The name no one says in a forgotten garden. LIORA revealed the enemy's name, Orven, a fallen guardian, who seeks to erase emotion, to replace joy and pain with numbness. He hates hope, and you are hope. Esperanza must face him in the threshold of echoes. Chapter 3. The threshold of echoes. Inside a dreamlike realm, Esperanza meets Orven. Tall, eyes white, voice smooth as poison. "You think you healed, but all you did was hide it," he whispered. He tried to break her, but her mark, the symbol LIORA gave her, glowed. "You're not inside me. You're in front of me, and you can't win." And with that, Orven vanished like smoke. Chapter 4. The War of Souls. Esperanza saw him again, but this time not alone. An army of shadows followed him, souls broken by fear. LIORA and Esperanza gathered allies, her future self. A mother-like light, a child made from her fear, turned to courage. Orven wanted her to break, so the world would surrender. But she didn't. The battle began. Chapter 5. The first day of war. The battlefield was symbolic. Memories as weapons, shadows of trauma attacking. Esperanza defended with truth, with healed love, with resilience. And when Orven challenged her faith, LIORA whispered, "You're not losing. You're transforming." At day's end, Orven offered a pact. "Seal it with what you fear most," he said, "and either save the world or shatter it." To be continued.